Woodstock is a place of contrast. It is an area just outside Cape Town's City Bowl undergoing what most would describe as a positive transformation.
I have seen about 3 new businesses in Roodebloem Road open up. The Deli, Madame Zingara, the Don Pedro.
The remarkable change here, I should say that. No robbery, nothing of that sort.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's getting cleaner with the crime. Buildings being renovated, new businesses coming in.
Higher income populations are buying their way into what up until recently has been described as a working class neighborhood. This transitional process has created a multicultural and multi-class environment that would fool you into thinking the Rainbow Nation could actually be a tangible thing. The reality is that the area is completely fractured by a lack of social cohesion. I found the best way to illustrate this paradox was a Saturday morning drinking safari from Roodebloem Road to Biscuit Mill and back. After a brief interview at Roodebloem Mansions turned into a lengthy discussion, a beer seemed like a natural progression. Do you know Brewers and Union? Do you know Darling beer?
We only drink Castle and Black Label.
What is your biggest selling beer at the shop?
Courts.
I've noticed you stock Darling beer and a few Jack Black beers. Are those selling?
Yeah, there's a demand for it. Woodstock's also a bit of a hippie-ish type area, so I like the local craft beer.
What is your best selling beer here?
I would say the draft beer that we have on tap, Jack Black. We do a lager, a pale ale, as well as an amber ale.
What do you think of the contrast that's happening at the moment with the younger middle class coming into the area?
It's good because they spend money and they like to drink and show off, and they buy expensive drinks like Hennessy's and Cirocs and that type of thing. So
Sure.
the more the better.
And do you sell a lot of late harvest and plastic bottle wine?
A ton. Tons.
Sure.
Guys that live in the streets, their blankets at night, keeps them warm.
Sure.
So I gotta look after them somehow.
Nee, at the Slano, everything is alright there. Yeah, we can rest now.
Next was the Biscuit Mill, where I conducted boring interviews with Joe Burgers about paying 30 Rand for a beer. Which I guess is worth it considering it is made with honor.
It's a premium edition, premium lager, special edition premium lager. Yeah.
Do you know where it's made?
That's a good question. It looks Australia. Brewed in the Western Cape. Yeah.
Brewed in the Western Cape.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's light. Black Label's my normal beer, but
I think it's sweeter for taste. It's definitely stronger.
We were moving on to our next location, and I was already starting to feel the buzz when my eagle-eyed cameraman caught an opportunity to capture a glimpse of a ritual known as car barring. You do singles, doubles, or triples?
This is a halfie, brother. It's more than a single and a double.
Let's see how strong this is. That's mostly whiskey.
So by the time you finish full of your drunk already, eh? Take more.
What?
Show the label.
Really?
You want to finish it?
Our friends at Roodebloem Mansions recommended we stop off at a place called Drifters. I personally couldn't think of a dodgier name if I tried. By this stage, what little interview skills I had were shot, and I was shamefully reduced to weak pickup lines. Do you come to Drifters often, or...? I had promised my Roodebloem friends I'd return with more beer, and I thought I'd surprise them with a craft beer.
Don't worry, I'm strong kid.
I made a point of selecting a hip beer that they'd probably never heard of before, and I was interested to get their opinion.
Looks too strong.
No, this is a cold drink, it's not a beer.
Although my morning meanderings were superficial and momentary, it was still fascinating to swim through these invisible boundaries that zigzagged throughout Woodstock. By noon I was starting to connect some dots, but I also really needed to lie down.